Hi, my name is Kylah, and I am joining UNFPA Caribbean with the Youth Against COVID-19 series. I am from Belize. I am the Caribbean Youth Ambassador and the Director of Programs and Education for Belize Family Life Association. In this video, I'll be talking about youth and gender and how women and girls are disproportionately affected by COVID-19 and what us young people can do about it. COVID-19 is a gendered issue. It means that women and men, girls or boys, are each being affected differently. Persons with diverse gender identities, this pandemic is making gender inequalities worse for all of us. Gender-based violence includes different forms of violence that we experience: sexual, physical, verbal, and it's usually targeted at a person because of their gender, whether they're a woman or they're LGBTIQ or whatever the case might be. Lockdowns and confinements right now have contributed to an increase in sexual and gender-based violence incidences. UNFPA predicts that if lockdown continues, let's say up to 6 months, there could be up to 31 million additional cases of GBV. For survivors of violence, many are now trapped with their abusers. There is nowhere to go. School, work, and other temporary safe places are closed, isolating them from their support systems and preventing them from seeking help. If you or someone you know needs help because you're experiencing violence, then you need to call 911 and get that person the help that they need. Access to sexual and reproductive health services has kind of been pushed a little on the wayside, with the emphasis being placed on screening for coronavirus and treating patients who have COVID-19. But sexual and reproductive services, health services are equally important in this time. Due to supply chain disruptions and containment issues, young women may not be able to access the contraceptives they need to help them prevent unintended pregnancies. And to maintain autonomy over their bodies, young people have expressed the need for reproductive services, including contraceptives, including condoms, things that they could access, the use of telemedicine, medicine delivery. For my organization, BFLA, we have been doing mobile clinics where we go into different areas, especially rural areas, and we provide contraceptive services to young women. Gender equality is everyone's issue. Inequality affects women and girls, men and boys, and LGBTIQ youth too. It's important for young people to stand against gender inequality during this pandemic. And here are some things that you could do. With your friends and family, if you have a WhatsApp group or through your messenger groups, share some information about gender equality and issues that matter to you. Challenge the norms within your own house. For example, we should encourage our family to share the housework equally, regardless of gender or age. In your community, you could come up with a list or put together a list of organizations, agencies, or institutions that provide services to persons who experience gender-based violence, and circulate that list to your family members, to persons in your community, so that people know where to access help if they need it. And most especially with our country. Right now, confinement can make us feel like we can't do anything, but the countries are opening up back slowly depending on where you are. And governments are communicating with us more and more through social media. So you are able to, you may be able to engage with your political representative through social media. If you have access to the internet, you can start your own digital dialogue, create conversations about the issues that's happening to you, using your live feed, sharing information, or putting out your own ideas and your content directed towards those who are in leadership of your community. If you are a man, you could help with gender equality as well by making sure that the women and girls around you aren't suffering disproportionately from COVID-19 by staying engaged, asking questions, and doing your part. Check in with your household, ask what help you might be able to provide. Split household chores, assist with homeschooling responsibilities, taking care of children, and checking up on older relatives is a great way to start. If you're feeling under pressure from everything, make sure that you're able to communicate without giving into violence or anger. Our actions do matter. This crisis has been difficult and life changing for everyone at different levels, but it also gives us a unique opportunity to understand the inequalities that exist and how the pandemic has helped to bring that to light. So, as young people, we're in a unique position to challenge the status quo, to support the most vulnerable members of our community, and to let our voices be heard now more than ever. One thing that you could do is you could record your own video, show how you're taking action in your local community. If you're with me, use the recycle feature below and recreate this video in your own language and share it with your friends. Thank you. You against COVID-19. We shall survive this.